Imagine a place where your eyelashes freeze in seconds, where the air is so cold it can snap metal, and where breathing too fast can actually hurt your lungs. Welcome to Yakutsk, Russia. Located in the heart of Eastern Siberia, this isn't just a research station or a military base. It is a fully functioning major city with malls, schools, and cinemas. It is officially the coldest inhabited city on Earth. Today on Maysam Trip, we are putting on our warmest coat to answer two big questions. How do 350,000 people survive here? And why on earth do they choose to live in a freezer? First, the science. Why is this specific spot so brutal? Yakutsk is located just south of the Arctic Circle, but the real reason for the extreme cold is its distance from the ocean. Because it is so far inland, there is no warm sea air to regulate the temperature. During winter, a massive, high-pressure system sits over Siberia, trapping the cold air near the ground and creating temperatures that regularly drop below -50 degrees centigrade. In fact, Yakutsk's extreme cold is caused by the Siberian High, a massive winter high-pressure system. It forms as the land loses heat rapidly, cooling the air above. This dense air sinks and spreads, trapping frigid Arctic air. The Siberian High not only affects Siberia, but can also reach Europe. In the winter of 1962 to 63, it pushed southwest, bringing freezing air and temperatures below -20 degrees centigrade to many European cities. This leads to a geological phenomenon called permafrost. The ground here is frozen solid, hundreds of meters deep, and it has been for thousands of years. Notice the buildings? They are all built on concrete stilts, pillars. If they built houses directly on the ground, the heat from the building would melt the permafrost, the ground would turn to mud, and the entire city would sink and collapse. So, how do locals survive? Rule number 1, dress like an onion. Layers are key. You will see lots of fur here, reindeer boots and mink coats, because synthetic materials often fail in this cold. Rule number 2, eat fat. You can't survive here on a salad. The local diet is rich in meat, dairy, and fish to provide energy to keep the body warm. A local delicacy you must try is stroganina. It is raw, long-sliced frozen fish. You dip it in salt and pepper and eat it frozen, like a savory popsicle. It sounds strange, but it melts in your mouth. You might be asking, why doesn't everyone just leave? The answer is simple. Treasure. Yakutsk is the capital of the Yakutia region, which is essentially a frozen treasure chest. This region produces about 20% of the world's rough diamonds. It is also incredibly rich in gold, oil, and gas. People come here and stay here because the salaries are often higher than in other parts of Russia. It is a wealthy city, fueled by the riches hidden under the ice. The cold doesn't just preserve diamonds, it preserves history. Yakutia is the woolly mammoth capital of the world. Because of the permafrost, scientists frequently find perfectly preserved mammoths that died 10,000 years ago, some still with hair and blood. If you visit, you have to go to the Mammoth Museum or the Permafrost Kingdom, a tourist attraction carved inside a frozen hill. You can walk through ice tunnels and see actual prehistoric animals that look like they are just sleeping. But here is the biggest surprise. Yakutsk isn't always cold. In July, the temperature can soar to +40 degrees, 104 degrees. That gives this city one of the most extreme temperature ranges on Earth, a difference of over 100 degrees between winter and summer. But the summer brings a new enemy: mosquitoes. The Siberian mosquito swarms are legendary. So you have a choice: freeze in the winter or get eaten alive in the summer. Which one would you choose? Yakutsk is a place of extremes. It challenges the human spirit, but it also rewards you with unique culture, incredible history, and the bragging rights of surviving the coldest city on Earth. Now, I want to hear from you. Would you try the frozen raw fish? And could you handle a week in 50 degrees? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this frozen adventure, hit that like button and subscribe to Maysam Trip. Stay warm, and I'll see you in the next video.